my breath away. You're a supernova, and I'm a space-bound rocket ship, and now I'm still the moon. And I made me right at you, right at you. 250,000 miles on a canine tune, and I made me right at you.
Hey guys, DC Rafflecopter here with another 1v1, and if you notice, the DC Rafflecopter Pro Brute sign didn't pop up because I'm not playing the Brute, surprisingly. I decided to play the Arbiter, but I'm against the Brute, and I want you guys to comment what do you think is the worst matchup you could ever get in 1v1s, because I think this is probably one of them, if not the one. It's Brute against Arbiter on Chasms. I mean, if you think about it, all the Brute has to do is go Temple first, and he has to just put some harassment down on your base. You can't rage anything. If you go Temple third, he'll probably just stop your Temple, so you have to go Temple second. So I went Temple second and a turret, so I don't really have much money to rage. I did make a pretty big mistake trying to rage everything when this guy I'm going against, Roy, he didn't have very good Brute micro or Chopper micro. So yeah, and he didn't put up an early haul, which really surprised me, but he still ended up doing really good. So he's at my base. Not yet, he teleported in one Brute to try to down this pad, which I believe he's going to do. And this turret's really useless. I put it in a wrong spot. I should have put it on the other side where the stuff building would have been protected. But I do get to upgrade that warehouse eventually. I think I upgrade it right about now. I want to rage those Brutes, but I'm like, no, I'm too close to being able to upgrade that warehouse. This is a 20-minute video. I'm not going to cut it short, but I'm going to cut a couple parts out that weren't very important. So there's him not ramming me. And basically, I think he took the two crates, the two bundles of supplies in the middle, and just the ones right outside my supply elevator there. Otherwise, I think my ghost got all the supplies on this map. So, and he never rammed my jackals that eventually started coming out of my base, so his chopper was pretty much pointless this game, I guess I could say. And he's just gonna keep on Brute rushing. This guy Roy, I've been playing with him. Not so much playing with him, but I've been getting him a lot of tips in 1v1s how to play the Brute. And so he really wanted me to post a game. And even though he deleted me, I'm still gonna post it. He deleted me because I don't know, because one of my friends was being a jerk and trolling him one night, and it was pretty sad. And if you're watching this, Roy, I'm sorry. You got trolled so hard, but it wasn't my fault. But you don't have to add me back if you don't want. You know, I can always give other people tips. There's not enough Rafflecopter for the whole Halo Wars community. So basically, he's just laying the beat down to my base here. And I'm gonna collect the supplies, looking at him, clicking on some warehouses. He doesn't have any upgraded, which means he's probably doing something, which I think he's getting inheritance. So my base is not looking terrible right now, so I queue up a suicide grunt, and so I can put him into his chieftain. And a lot of you ask about glitched units, like glitched Brutes or glitched suicide grunts that don't listen to you, and you don't know how that happens or how to fix it. And why it happens, I believe, is if your leader is taking any damage while your special unit teleports through, then it will get glitched. And how to unglitch it is you do local units, so it'll be basically your leader and your special unit. You'll move them both over to like the left or the right, and then it'll be unstuck, and you can send it into whatever you want. So I'm just sitting here whacking his Brutes. He sending in some jackals as well to do some extra damage. Try not to just teleport him through because he does have inheritance, so I gotta be kind of sneaky with my jackals. My Arbiter is looking pretty good right now. And one big mistake, like I said before, that he did not build a hall. If he built a hall, he would have been able to grab his hook a lot quicker and even do extra damage to my base, extra harassment at least. And get a nice grunt into his chieftain there. Even though he has inheritance, he still has like a lot of damage, because suicide grunts, they do a lot of damage. Like when you put them into a warehouse, they basically bring it down to red bar, and you can just use Fiendish to whack away the rest of the warehouse. So he's just gonna sit here, giving me a 6-minute brute rush. And right here, I believe I'm like, screw it, I'm just gonna try to rage his brute down, which was not a good idea, because he's gonna kill these 2 warehouses before I get him off of me, which is really gay. So now I'm completely out of money. I have a temple, a hall, and a blessed warehouse, and this is not looking good at all. Getting stomped right now. But I do kill his chieftain, and I skip forward here. Once I got him off me, start building up. You know, my base doesn't look that much different, but I did take my hook. So now I walked all the way to his hook. I did lose quite a bit of health on my Arbiter, but I believe I queued up Defiant, not Fiendish yet. And I'm going to take his hook. I don't know where his whereabouts are for his chieftain or whatever else he has. I don't really know what he's building. So I'm going to try to get a little bit extra health back. I do have 1 star from, I don't know, from the rebels on the other side, plus those brute squads. So I'm going to rage everything here, take his hook. Got Citadel. And try to get 2 more jackals up maybe. No, I think I just get 1 more up. And a suicide grunt. Because I'm planning on just going to his base and completely destroying it with jackals and suicide grunts. Stropper comes by, I get a little extra more health. And just gonna sit here and wait. Gonna send this grunt through right here. Queue up Fiendish. Planning on laying down, giving the beat down on his base, but he's coming back to his hook. So try to get some more health back. Rage down some brute squads. And then I see he went factory, because he just teleported in a wraith. And wraiths against the Arbiter in 1s, I mean, it's really hard to kill the Arbiter in 1s, especially with Covenant units, but as long as you have enough of something, you'll either bring him down to red health, and if not, he would have wasted all his money. So it really didn't matter what you build. But you know, like 20 beam rifle jackals are obviously gonna do a lot more than, I don't know, 20 grunt squads. So I'm just gonna try to get some jackals in here without getting vortexed. My Arbiter is really close to dying. I'm gonna rage down. I think he might have just went single factory. I know he puts up a hall in this game sometime. Not sure when. So I'm just gonna keep raging everything, getting some health back. Every wraith every wraith I kill gives me quite a bit of health. So I'm kinda liking that. And making sure he wasn't just gonna walk that brute into the elevator. And about to get this jackal through, get him in the tower. It's like my brute almost got stuck right there. I think that's an upgraded vortex. Yeah, I think he spent his money after I got him off me of rebuilding his chieftain and upgrading his vortex. Plus building up some wraiths. So, yeah, I'm just gonna rage his chieftain down because I don't feel like dealing with him again. I don't know, I don't really play Arbiter much in 1s. He thinks that was my unit. I teleported through, so he started vortexing his own brute squad. And I don't really get the point of recalls in 1s too much. I mean, I would have just let my chieftain die, so I could have got a new full health chieftain. But he called that a clutch recall, so whatever, call it what you want.
Local units.
I call it a mistake.
Local
I'm
units.
gonna take this hook back.
Local units.
Some jackals. Just gonna go single haul this game. My arbiters pretty much serves as anti everything that's Covenant. I don't think I got Tech 2 this game, but yeah, if you get into like past the 10-minute game against the Arbiter, it's probably gonna be pretty much over. But I really didn't do much this game to get many units out. So what he should have done was throw up an early haul while he was harassing me to take his hook, or even to put extra damage on my base. That way, once he got shut down, he would have had a lot more supplies to build up easier. So I skipped it forward again, just a little bit. I'm harassing his base now. And I'm throwing grunts in his warehouses, waiting for the grunt to go in so I can rage it down the warehouse. That's a pretty quick way to kill warehouses. I run into all these jackals here. And if they were beam rifle, I probably would have died, but they're not, so I'm just going to rage them all. I think he has double haul up now. I don't think he's making rates anymore. So yeah, this is a pretty bad matchup if he would have done things a little more right. Another thing you could do is just, if a brute's going for, or if the arbiter's going for a supply hook, you can upgrade your vortex. And if the arbiter doesn't have fiendish, you can vortex him down if you have his hook, which is pretty convenient. I mean, he loses arbiter right at the start, and you probably lose 400 resources. So I'm just pretty much over here. Just gonna rage down everything on his base, and eventually put some more grunts and jackals. Actually, I think I switched to suicide grunts and regular grunts right here, just to down his base a little faster. But I do get this second star now, which is pretty great, even if I'm not Tech 2. So I fast forward it a little more. Just showing how I down his base. Just gonna rage it, put some grunts into it. And his base dies, and I win. So thanks for watching. Subscribe.
Local units.
My blade is ready. Toward glory. Let me go.
What you want? Not again! Go now!
Point the way, as you wish. No more waiting. Yes?
Enemy engagement.
What now? I see the way.
Local units.
What is needed? Finally.
What do you want? Which way?
Point the way.
Boss!
My blade is ready. Let me go, as you wish.
You are victorious.